Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. This is Shaila Akhtar, Assistant Professor English. This class is prepared for the students of class 11, and the topic of our today's class is scientific breakthroughs we are waiting for too. And this topic is included to your textbook English for today as Unit 2, Lesson 4. Let's start our today's class. To practice answering multiple choice questions, we have to read the passage first, and here there is a passage for you which is entitled as Manned Mission to Mars from Unit 2, Lesson 4 of our textbook. Putting men on Mars has been an idea in science fiction for quite a while. So, the passage is going to tell us that putting men on Mars, that means Mars is a planet and the science is going to put human being on the planet Mars has been an idea in science fiction for quite a while, and this idea is used in science fiction. So let's know what science fiction is. Science fiction is a type of story, imaginary story, which is written on the basis of scientific achievements for quite a while. That means for a time being or for a long time. However, when man first walked on the moon, walking on Mars suddenly seemed feasible. The very word feasible means possible. So the information we are going to have here is when for the first time men stepped on moon, they thought that if we are able to walk on the moon, then it will be possible for us to walk on the Mars also. A manned mission to Mars would be a huge milestone in space exploration. So the very word exploration means investigation or examination or scrutiny. So whenever this is a topic of discussion about space exploration, so a manned mission to Mars would be a huge milestone for this. It would allow a more in-depth study of the red planet, and many have argued that building a permanent base on the Mars is much more practical than building one on the moon. So nowadays it may be possible that you are informed about the truth, that is human beings are going to build a colony on the moon, human colony, and many people of the world are going to buy a space or land on the surface of the moon. So it is telling about that it would allow a more in-depth study of the red planet. That means space exploration and a manned mission to Mars would allow a more depth in study of the red planet. Red planet is Mars. Do you know that why Mars is known as a red planet? Because the sky of the earth, that means our planet, is blue. In the same way, the sky of Mars is pink or a little bit reddish. That is why it is called the red planet. And many have argued that building a permanent base on Mars is much more practical than building one on the moon. So let's see why they are thinking so. A mission to Mars would be similar to moon landings. but much more difficult. Why so? The trip is about 100 times longer. And there are new problems such as the Martian weather, which must be considered. So, why the mission to Mars would be much more difficult in comparison to the moon landings? Because the Martian weather, or the weather surrounding the planet Mars. So, it is unknown to human being up to the time when man can land on the surface of the Mars. NASA currently has plans to have a man on Mars sometime in the 2030s, while the ESA plans to do so also around the same time. That means both NASA and ESA have plans to set a man on Mars in 2030s, and Russia has plans to launch a Now it is time to exercise. Let's practice answering multiple choice questions. The first question is here for you. That is, what could be the closest meaning for feasible? So the very word feasible means practicable or likely or possible or workable. So here we have the options. The first one is impracticable, where the very word feasible means practicable. And the second option is absolutely. Then the third option possible. And the fourth option unlikely. So the answer will be the option C, possible. The next question is, the word exploration in the text could be best replaced by. So let's know whatever the word exploration means. The very word exploration means investigation or examination or scrutiny or impaction or study. So here the given options are innovate, scrutiny, donation and internal. So the right option will be B, scrutiny. The word exploration in the text could be best replaced by the very word scrutiny. Now the next question. What is the meaning of the word potential? Here we have four options. So let's know the meaning first. The very word potential may be meant by the word likely or possible or probable or latent or prospective. So here we have the options like barren, actual, improbable, whether the very word potential means prospective or probable. So the right answer is option C, prospective. Now the next option, a manned mission to Mars would be very surprising, very praiseworthy, a milestone in space exploration and unbelievable to people. So the answer of this very question you can collect only from reading the text, and according to the text the answer is, the entire sentence is, a manned mission to Mars would be a milestone in space exploration. So there is no other way except using option C, a milestone in space exploration. The fifth question. What is the time range Isha has planned to have a man on Mars? So, ESA means European Space Agency. It is known to you already. So, the given options are in the 2030s, B in the 2020s, C by the end of the current century, and D in the 2040s. So according to the text, the answer will be option A in the 2030s, because the sentence from the text is NASA currently has plans to have a man on Mars sometimes in the 2030s, while the ESA plans to do so also around the same time. So the answer will be option A in the 2030s. Now the next question, question number 6. When did walking on Mars seems to be practicable? That means when for the first time man was able to think that it is possible for us to walk on the Mars also. So according to the text, the sentence is here. That means, however, when man first walked on the moon, walking on Mars suddenly seemed feasible. So, the answer of this question, when did walking on Mars seem to be practicable or feasible or possible? The answer is after walking on the moon first. Now let's practice how to answer some open-ended questions. Here I have some questions for you, and obviously I have given the answers here also. It will be helpful for you. So let's see whatever I have presented here. What is a manned mission? The answer may be a manned mission is the mission that has been possible by man and not only by spacecraft or space robots. Here the next open-ended question. What is the difference between building a permanent base on Mars and building a permanent base on the moon? So we may answer this question in this way. Many have argued that building a permanent base on Mars is much more practical than building a base on the moon. Why so? A mission to Mars would be similar to the moon landings but much more difficult. The trip is about 100 times longer, and there are new problems such as Martian weather. Now the next question. What are the applications of nanotechnology in medicine? So after reading the text, it may seem difficult for you to answer because it may be felt unknown to you, because this very question is from the second paragraph, which is entitled as nanomedicine. So if the textbook is with you, just pause the video and read the text first. It will be helpful for you, or you can go with the video and after class you can read the text also. So here the question is, what are the applications of nanotechnology in medicine? So the answer may be The applications of nanotechnology in medicine are endless. Molecules could be built to stick to and destroy cancer cells and only cancer cells. Now, the next question is, describe the use of microscopic robots. So, let's see how the medical science can use microscopic robots. Microscopic robots could be used to perform ultra delicate surgeries, to repair damaged tissues, or to hunt down and destroy certain cells like cancer cells or bacteria. There is another question again that may seem unknown to you. The question is, why is the journey at the center of the art quite impossible? And this question is from the third paragraph of this text, and the title of this paragraph is Journey to the Center of the Art. The question is, why is the journey at the center of the art quite impossible? So the answer is here. You can answer this way. Journey to the center of the art is impossible because the pressure of the center is enormous, as the entire weight of the world is on top of the person. There is no known substance, not even carbon nanotubes, that can maintain its shape at such a great pressure. Now, summarizing. So, before summarizing a passage, let's read the text first. This passage is about nanotechnology, and nanotechnology tells us about a technology where every equipment used is microscopic. So let's read the text. Nanotechnology has the potential to revolutionize several fields. So nanotechnology can be used in several fields, and they have the potential to revolutionize the each and every field, but its greatest contribution may very well be in medicine. So it can be also used in medicine, and there it can contribute its greatest way. The applications of nanotechnology in medicine are literally endless. That means we cannot count the ways and fields of application in medicine of nanotechnology, application of nanotechnology. So molecules could be built to stick to and destroy cancer cells and only cancer cells. So whether to build a specific molecule to destroy cancer cells which are able to stick to and destroy specific cancer cells, leaving the necessary body fields aside, body cells aside. So here the specific thing that must be used, that is nanotechnology. Advanced drug delivery techniques could be used to deliver drugs to specific parts of the body and eliminate side effects. So in our today's medical technology, doctors use a specific medicine in our body, whether to treat a specific part of the body, and it creates lots of side effects, but advanced drug delivery technique using nanotechnology obviously could be used to deliver drugs to specific parts of the body and eliminate the side effects. Microscopic robots could be used to perform ultra delicate surgeries, to repair damaged tissues, or to hunt down and destroy certain cells like cancer cells or bacteria. Now let's summarize the text. I have shown here how to summarize a passage using the very specific and necessary informations using own language, keeping the grammatical pattern perfect. So we can summarize the passage in this way. Nanotechnology can play a vital role in medicine. It can be used to destroy cancer cells. Drugs can be delivered to the specific parts of the body. It may remove side effects and it can control cells. Now making a flowchart. The question will be given in this way. Read the following text and make a flowchart showing the possibility of manned mission to Mars. Number 1 has been done for you. So whether you have to make a flowchart, the first one is always done for you in the question and you have to make the more 5 options. So here I have used the very first passage of this lesson, that is entitled as Manned Mission to Mars, from putting men on Mars to Mars mission by 2020. Here there is an empty flowchart, only first one is done or given. This is a part of the question and then I have shown the answer, how to answer a flowchart. So our question was, make a flowchart showing the possibility of manned mission to the Mars, and number 1 has been done for you. So the first one, the possibility of manned mission to Mars, the first possibility is given here, that is being much more difficult. Now here I have shown a flowchart made for you, and whether to answer the question, that means making a flowchart, you will write in this way: a flowchart showing the possibility of manned mission to the Mars is given below. Now start with the first given one, that is being much more difficult. Now according to the given informations which we find in the passage, we can write being longer than usual. Now the third one I have made here for you, being a longer trip, because it is 100 times longer, it may be 100 times longer than a trip to moon. Now the next one may be having plans from NASA. Then the next point can be having plan from Isha, and the last point may be having plan from Russia. Now the next question, information transfer. or completing a table with information from the text. And I have prepared this question also from the passage nanomedicine. So let's see how we can complete the table. Here we have three parts of the sentence with specific information. The first part will be who or what. The second part will be about the activity or description about the subject who or what. And the third part will be about the information where or how the activity happens. So now let's start completing the table. The first sentence is been started here with a dash. Now the second part, that means activity, is in medicine are. Now the third part is again a blank space, that is option number 2 or question number 2. Here you have to use where or how. So if you are well known about your text, then you can answer the question very easily. So here we have the sentence from the text, that is the applications of nanotechnology in medicine are literally endless. So in medicine are, we are talking about who or what, that is the application of nanotechnology. In medicine are how or where, that means to answer about the activity of the application of nanotechnology, that literally endless. So the entire sentence is the application of nanotechnology in medicine are literally endless. So the answer of question number 1, that means the first dash, will be the application of nanotechnology, and the answer of the second dash, that means dash number 2, will be literally endless. Now the next sentence, molecules dash to stick to and destroy cancer cells. So the sentence from the text is molecules could be built to stick to and destroy cancer cells. So the answer for the dash 3 will be molecules could be built. The answer for dash 3 is could be built. So the sentence is molecules could be built to stick to and destroy cancer cells. Now the next next sentence, dash could be used to deliver drugs dash. So here again we have to seek aid from the text, that is advanced drug delivery techniques could be used to deliver drugs to specific parts of the body. So to complete the table with the right information, we have to write here for dash 4 the advanced drug delivery techniques. So the sentence will become advanced drug delivery techniques could be used to deliver drugs to specific parts of the body. So answer for the question number 5 or the fifth dash will be to specific parts of the body. Now the next sentence, dash could be used to perform ultra delicate surgeries. So here again the sentence from the text is microscopic robots could be used to perform ultra delicate surgeries. So the sixth gap will be filled with the very words microscopic robots. So the sentence will be microscopic robots could be used to perform ultra delicate surgeries. Now the next sentence is nanomedicine is currently in dash. So the sentence is from the text nanomedicine is currently in its infancy. So we will fill the dash number 7 with in its infancy. So the sentence will be nanomedicine is currently in its infancy. Now the last one, it may be a little bit harder for you, but if you memorize once it will become easier. Dash may prove to be the dash in dash. So here again we have to use the sentence from the text. Nanomedicine is currently in its infancy and it may prove to be the biggest breakthrough in modern medicine since the first vaccine. So may prove to be. What may prove to be? So it is telling about nanomedicine. So we have to use nanomedicine here. Nanomedicine. So the answer for the gap number 8 is nanomedicine. Nanomedicine may prove to be the dash, that means information for gap number 9, that is proved to be the biggest breakthrough. So the information for gap number 9 is biggest breakthrough in dash in modern medicine, and the answer for gap 10 is modern medicine. So the sentence will be nanomedicine may prove to be the biggest breakthrough in modern medicine. Here are the given answers for the information transfer or the completing the table with information from the text. So if you want to write down, you can pause the video and write them, and it will be helpful for you for further preparation for the examination. So I am only uttering the answers. So answer 1 is the application of nanotechnology. Answer 2, literally endless. Answer for gap 3, could be built. Answer for gap 4, advanced drug delivery techniques. Number 5, to specific parts of the body. Number 6, microscopic robots. Number 7, its infancy. Number 8, nanomedicine. Number 9, biggest breakthrough. And number 10, modern medicine. So my dear students, if you want to get prepared for examination and answer in a satisfactory manner, you have to read the text very carefully and try to memorize the meanings of the unknown words with their synonyms and antonyms, and practice answering questions at home. And we are always here with you to help you. So this is all for today. We will meet again with another class very soon. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and pray for each other. May God bless you. Thank you.